वो स्टैट्स में प्रोजेक्ट का क्या करना है?
आज डेडलाइन है।
आज डेडलाइन है। ओह
This is Project Valorant. We found this dataset off of Kaggle and imported it into Google Colab. This is all the data in its raw form. As you can see, it has 1,000 entries. We then encoded our data and created a new file for storing indexes. We then introduced two columns, season and day of the week. Season we got from act and episode combined, day of the week we got from date. We then performed some simple statistics on our dataset. We then found the most played agent in the dataset, Cypher, occurring 719 times. We then found the agent with the most losses aside from Cypher, and that was Killjoy with 129 losses. The most frequent rank was Ascendant 1, occurring in 179 games.
To find the frequency of average damage, we created a bar plot using matplotlib and found most of the data lies between 100 and 150. Taking the middle of that 125, we can conclude that the player gets at least one kill or assist each round. We use the same file for encoding to decode the data for the visualizations and created charts. According to these charts, Cypher had the highest number of wins and Astra had the lowest. Cypher also had the highest number of losses and Astra had the lowest. This is due to the fact that Cypher had more playtime than Astra. We analyzed the agent's performance based on each map according to the box plot. This shows the amount of kills per each map. The whole show the outliers and gives us the insight of best fragging per each map. The component bar chart shows the number of wins per each map. This gives us the insight of the best performing agent per each map. The legend for the graph is on the right.
We then found the differences between the win rate on weekend and weekdays. We have a lower win rate on weekends. This is due to the fact the player was playing more games on weekends, causing them to tire out mentally and end up losing more games.
Using stats, we extracted the information for a specific day from the dataset. We found the total games played, wins, losses, and win rate for that specific day. For the win rate, we used the formula wins over total games multiplied by 100 and displayed the result. KDR, kill death ratio, and ACS, average combat score. We plotted both of them on a graph. Both showed consistency in the middle half of the data, but showed a downward trend in the end because of the increased skill of the opponent in the higher ranks. Both KDR and ACS peaked in November 2023. To find the correlation between percentage of headshots hit and the average damage done, we created a scatter plot to visualize the relationship. This graph shows the correlation between the average damage done and the percentage of headshot.
We then created simple bar charts to show us the average damage per agent and average kills per agent. By looking at these graphs, we can conclude that Astra had the highest damage and highest kills per any agent, and that Vice had the lowest amount of kills and the lowest damage done out of all the agents, with Cypher lying somewhere in between.
We analyzed the seasonal performance of the player to see if certain seasons result in better performance. This shows the kill death ratio by each season, season 1 having the lowest KDR and season 5 having the highest KDR. From this graph, we can see that the player was dying the most due to bad plays or downright outplays by the enemy. In season 5, we can see that the player had a KDR of approximately 1.3, meaning the player had 10 deaths for every 13 kills.
We then trained a simple model to predict the outcome of a game. Here is a confusion matrix showing the results.
ओए मोइसे वीडियो तो बन गई, इंट्रो क्या करना है?
यार लूप करते जिस तरह इंस्टाग्राम पे नहीं करते।
ओह अच्छा, समझ गया। चल फिर कॉल रख, दोबारा कॉल कर मुझे।
वो स्टैट्स में प्रोजेक्ट का क्या करना है?
आज डेडलाइन है।
आज डेडलाइन है।